Hi there friends! Thanks for joining me again. Today I just want to share with you a quick review of my favorite dehydrator. And this is the Nesco Professional Food and Jerky Dehydrator. I really enjoy this dehydrator. I've had several in the past. Probably the most common version of a dehydrator would be a still air dehydrator, where in the bottom there's just a little heating element, and then there's the trays, and then just a lid on the top. Those don't work all that well in that they dehydrate the stuff on the bottom the best, and then the stuff on the top is left sort of more raw. And so you have to turn the trays to make sure that they're evenly dried next to the heating element, and then you have to actually rotate the trays themselves. You know, the bottom one has to go to the top, and then the next hour goes by, and then you have to move that bottom one to the top, and then another hour goes by, and again you have to keep rotating the trays in order for all of the food to dehydrate evenly. And so those were my two biggest drawbacks that I didn't like about it. It took forever, it didn't dehydrate very well, and it took a lot of time on my part because I had to make sure I was around to dehydrate it. And I feel like this dehydrator has solved all of those problems, and then some. So here are some of the features that I really enjoy about this dehydrator. The number one feature that I love the most is that it has a temperature control knob. You see, there are several different temperatures that you can set it to, anything from 95 up to 160 degrees Fahrenheit, which is also 35 degrees Celsius up to 71 degrees Celsius. And that is extremely helpful when it comes to dehydrating different types of things. See, herbs and spices get dehydrated at the lowest rate. Nuts and seeds get dehydrated just a little bit above that. Fruits and vegetables get dehydrated somewhere in the middle, and then if you're going to be making any type of jerky, whether it's meat or fish or whatever, all that stuff gets dehydrated at the highest temperature. If you were to try to make jerky in a normal still air dehydrator, it would probably not get hot enough in order to make jerky, and if you were going to dehydrate something like herbs and spices, the temperature would be too high, and it would actually burn some of them. So that's what I really enjoy about this one, is that you can do all of that in just this one, product here. The other thing that I really enjoy about it is that it has a fan inside. That makes it so you don't have to rotate the trays. You just set all of the food on the trays inside, and then when you turn it on, it circulates the air around, and everything, the top tray to the bottom tray, the right to the left, the back to the front, everything gets dehydrated evenly. I really enjoy that feature as well. And so there are a couple of other bonuses that come with this. I think those two features, the temperature control and the fan, are definitely the biggest. But if that wasn't enough, there's some icing on the cake. These also come with some fruit roll trays. I don't know if you can tell, but it has a little bit of a lip to the outside and to the inside of the actual tray. And then the tray is solid plastic. PBA-free plastic, I'll also add. So what you do is you just take, your fruit and stuff like that. I'll be doing a product demonstration in a separate video, but you make your liquid. It's kind of like a smoothie type thing, but obviously with no dairy or anything like that, just fruit. And then you puree it, and then you pour it on these trays, and then you set them in here, and it'll make fruit roll-ups, basically, or fruit leathers out of these trays. So you get a couple of these fruit roll trays included. And then in addition to that, you get these extra spice trays. These ones that have really small little holes. See, because this is what the trays themselves look like. They have fairly larger holes, and so those are perfect for like fruits and vegetables and things. But if you wanted to dehydrate something like nuts or seeds or small herbs and spices and things, you need something that's a little bit smaller so the pieces don't fall through the trays. It comes included with 2 of these spice trays as well. So you get 2 of the fruit rolls and then 2 of these spice trays. And then you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these trays included with the dehydrator as well. And the box says that it's expandable up to 12. So if you feel like this is not big enough, it doesn't dehydrate all the food that you need to, you can buy these trays separately. You can buy more spice trays separately, and you can even buy more of these fruit roll trays separately as well. So you can do even more of any one of those things that you want to, and expand this thing real tall, up into a real big dehydrator. So I definitely think it's a very nice dehydrator. Some of the more expensive dehydrators out there on the market have these same types of features with the temperature control and the fan and everything, and they cost hundreds of dollars. This one, in my opinion, has the high-end types of features with a lower end price. And this one, compared to one of those still air dehydrators, is just nowhere near. I mean, it's just in a totally different category. It really is in the upper end category with that lower end price. So if you've ever had a dehydrator and you just didn't like it because, you know, it didn't dehydrate the stuff evenly, or you felt like you had to be constantly babysitting, moving the trays around, then I would highly recommend this type of dehydrator instead. Or if you're watching this video because this is a dehydrator that you're already looking into and seeing, you know, what the other customers think. I have had this dehydrator for years now. I use it on my homestead, my urban homestead here, you know, all the time during basically the entire summer. And it definitely is a good little workhorse. It's definitely helped to save the amount of money that it has cost to purchase. So I definitely highly recommend this one. And so thanks for watching. I hope you found this video helpful. Product videos demonstrating the different ways that you can use it to follow after this. Thanks.